Take a moment to shine on Happy Camper Life. We're loving, living, and learning online on Happy Camper Life.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Courtney, the host of this podcast, My Camp. Welcome back. You're joining me live in the HC. As you can see, it's a beautiful day here at my camp. And I'm really, really excited to welcome my three friends that are joining me today in the HC from halfway around the world, from South Africa, Camp Sizanani, and I am really excited to introduce my friends, the leadership team at Camp Sizanani, KB, Mpumi, and Neo. Welcome to my camp. So just to give a little bit of a reference, it is 9:11 a.m. in my time, Eastern time. What time is it over there in South Africa?
It is 12 minutes past 3 p.m.
Ooh, okay. So let's see, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So 6 hours difference. I have to say, I thought you were going to, like 12 hours. So, you know what? It's a small world. You're not as far as you think you are. So welcome today. I want to give each of you an opportunity, ladies first here. Mpumi, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mpumi Maisela, the country director to Camp Sizanani. I don't know what you would like to know about me. I love the work that we do at Camp Sizanani. I enjoy seeing the kids come alive and enjoy see the change that we bring into their lives and see them evolve. That's basically me, and that's what keeps me going and coming back for more. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, KB, tell me about yourself a little bit.
Yeah, this is KB, known KB around camps, but the name is Kabelo Malefani. I'm the camp manager for Camp Sizanani. And yeah, like Mpumi, we love kids. We love giving kids an opportunity to become kids, because with all the other social ills that are happening in the world, sometimes the kids forget that they are also children. They just need to focus on themselves. So we give them that opportunity, and I enjoy working at camp. I love camp. Yeah.
All right, last but not least.
Hi everyone. My name is Nel Nkosi, and I'm the programs manager at Camp Sizanani Life Skills, and I enjoy hiking. I love hiking. Just recently, I did a nice 116 kilometers. I don't know how many miles is that.
A lot.
And yeah,
a lot.
I enjoy hiking, and I obviously love the camp space. What I love about the camp space specifically is just seeing those kids happy. That makes me very happy. So yeah.
Though we need to know more about Camp Sizanani, because I know about it, and you really do fulfill an important need in your community. And why, please, as you tell us about why Camp Sizanani started. I know it's still a relatively newish camp, right? 2004, but why was it started, and what were the needs in the community that Camp Sizanani was started to meet? Anybody?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for a very good question. So Camp Sizanani was started by Phil Liliento, who is a US citizen and a Peace Corps. How it really started is from his work as a Peace Corps across Africa. He had obviously come from a camp background himself. He runs Camp Winnebago. I think he's retired from it, but he owns Camp Winnebago in the United States. And so when he saw the social ills as he was a Peace Corps, he thought of how he could use his camp experience to bring about the change in the communities where he was volunteering. And so, he tried it out in a few countries. and he then did a deep dive just to check which country would be first for him to start up a camp experience that brings about change and brings about an opportunity, like KB said, a safe space for kids to have serious fun, have fun, but also talk about serious issues that are affecting them and find ways and solutions to deal with them. And so he partnered with HIFSA, which is HIV South Africa, an organization in South Africa that focuses on HIV and AIDS initially. And over time, the Camp Sizanani was set up and is independent of HIFSA. And basically what then we aimed to do as Camp Sizanani is impact as many kids as we could in South Africa, but also we have looked at other countries. We've done camps in Zambia. KB can talk to that. We've looked at opportunities where we could do camps in Nigeria. We did a very detailed proposal for that. And we looked at Niger because the issues or the challenges that the children are facing in South Africa are worldwide. They're not just unique to South Africa. The conditions may be unique to South Africa, but the social ills are across the world, really. So we really had continued to see where else we could bring about the change that we are already bringing in South Africa. I hope that answered the question.
Yeah, no, definitely. What are, some of those specific like social, social ills, the social issues that are really maybe affecting the children in Africa that that make camp so important? What are some of the things that they're facing that maybe, that are unique to maybe children here in the United States?
Okay. Mpumi had already mentioned that we started working with HIV SA. As you can know, around 10 years ago, 12 years ago, when Sizanani started, HIV and AIDS was rife in the country, and a lot of children were left destitute or as orphans. And Camp Sizanani was there then as a vehicle that was giving kids hope, how to be resilient despite the circumstances that they were finding themselves in. A social ill like dropping out of school because I don't have parents became something of, I'm not going to drop out of school because of the motivation the kids were getting from the staff. So social ills range from drugs, teenage pregnancy, HIV and AIDS, crime, but giving kids an opportunity to have a choice, to know what is right and to know what is wrong, especially when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle.
Because what I know about your camp is that it's really broken up into like two areas of study. I hate to say study, but like you have your camp, traditional camp activities, and then you have life skills, life skills training. And so what are some of those life skills that you outside of like the traditional arts and crafts, like what are those life skills? Because in seeing my reading and going on the website, like that's what some of your campers like favorite parts of camp was, the life skills portion. So what are some of these life skills that are important to teach your campers?
Well, it's vast, and I must say before I give exact life skills topics that we cover or some of the issues that we address, I must say that Camp Sizanani is very good with evolving, and so some of these challenges as they come up, Sizanani comes and molds into the current situations at the time and is able to develop amazing lesson plans and amazing lessons or topics of discussion to discuss with those kids. So in the past, obviously, we've had our original or our core. We've had HIV education and prevention, topics where we discuss about HIV effects, not only effects, myths, prevention strategies. We have mental health discussions, which is one that is a bit recent, and we talk about depression, we talk about suicide, and we just talk about the mental wellness of kids. We also talk about STIs, and all of these, because I'm medical, they've all been part of our Life Skills 2 sessions. We call it Life Skills 2. We also do STI discussions and we do medical male circumcision. So those are some of the topics that we discuss that are more medical, that are focused to kids. But we also do more leadership and personal development topics for the kids. And we talk about self-concept. We speak about sexuality. We speak about abuse and drug abuse. We speak about harmful gender norms. And so leadership and decision-making. So those are some of the topics that we focus on life skills. But because we have a year program, some of the topics are extended into year topics. They'll extend a little bit more than just 1 day or 2 day sessions. And so those are some of the topics that we discuss. And as I said earlier, I want to say we sort of move with times. From time to time, we've covered issues like xenophobia, if we're having xenophobic attacks around the country. And so those are some of the topics that Camp Sizanani has done and continues to.
I know you do a great job of really year-round programming, keeping that community together throughout the whole year. So your residential camp is an 8-day program, and it is only 3 months of the year, March, September, and December. So what is your calendar like there that, would, rather than so if it's spring here, what season is it there right now? Is it because you're on the top or on the bottom? So
yeah, we are about to go to winter. So also the other thing is our school holidays are not as long as 3 months. So we have breaks. So in a school year has 4 terms. The first break, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then your March, September, and December, the weather is a little bit warm, and it is easier for us to have the activities that we want with the children. Yeah.
So that's your summer. Your December, your September is more of your summertime. So that's when you'll have your traditional camp. Camp. How many 8-day sessions will you run during a month? Just one, or will you do 2?
During a school term, we'll run one.
Okay.
We'll run one. So we have 4 school terms, and only June does not have a camp, but the other 3 school terms have camps.
And how many kids will you see during one 8-week session?
Not 8 week. We would love.
I'm sorry, 8 day.
8
day. Yeah.
We will see 135, 140 kids, both co-ed camps, with a staff of 40 young counselors, vocellis. Hence we call them vocellis. Yeah. And then what complements the camp, as Neo said earlier on, during the year when we don't have camps, or even when we have camps, we also have what we call youth clubs. So the kids continue coming to our programs in their communities where they stay. So yeah.
Right, for all ages, because I know your residential is for 12 to 15, 12. And then I know when you do the Saturday clubs, you open it up to, even younger kids to try to, that early intervention when you're teaching them these life skills and all of these, making great decisions, is so important. So I wanted to say, had the privilege of working at my camp with some staff from Sizanani a couple summers ago, and I wanted to say, I was thinking how to best describe a vocelli from Sizanani from my own experience. And if I had to pick one word, I would really have to say fearless, because you have a group of people that are coming into a new country in a new space, and they have jumped right in. They're the first ones to teach a song, and because they show that sense of fearlessness in a new situation, they really became leaders in camp and were some of the favorite staff. So it was always an honor and a privilege to work with the staff and the staff there. So take me a little bit through. Okay, we got through some of the serious stuff. So let's get to camp, right? This is why we're here. Talk to me about a day at Camp Sizanani. Take me through it. What do you wake up and do? A day in the life.
Okay. Probably that will be the alarm. And then kids will then go and line up in our lineup area in their cabins. And there we will find either Vocelli Mpumi or Vocelli KB, as we call each other. are ready to do your yoga, your stretching, your aerobics. And I'm wearing this fun hat because I know if I have this hat, we're about to dance to my favorite chicken dance song. So,
Oh,
I mentioned
well,
song.
what's the chicken dance song? Sorry. All right,
So
KB. I want a
we will
little
just go.
preview.
Yeah, it goes. I will say the song and then the guys will help me. Just like that. And then everyone just dances around the camp because when you start the first day at camp, it's like, what are these adults doing dancing to a chicken and stuff? But as the day goes, because you are engaging with the children, they start loosening up to you now that you can get to their level. So I think that is one of the fun things about camp, to say, if you do things and you are ready to get in the mud with the children, they are ready to say, you are our friend, or you are an adult that cares about us. So yes.
You have
so
to
we'll
prove yourself. You got to prove yourself to
Definitely.
these kids, right?
Definitely. So we will start the morning with our morning drill, which goes for like an hour from. So we normally say at 7:30 for 30 minutes, but the kids are so ready to go at 7 o'clock. They are there ready to go. And sometimes you get it's only for Mpumi and 140 kids because the counselors are still, oh, it's not 7:30 yet, but that's how eager the kids are to say, we are here and we want to do it. And then the kids are divided in groups of 15. So we'll have like 10 groups all together at camp. And these groups of 15 of 15, which is like 10 groups, have to go to 7 activities throughout the day. So you get that we make it co-ed. We'll make Kevin antelopes to merge with Kevin buffaloes, antelopes being the girls and buffaloes being the boys. So they will go to life skills, they will go to swimming, they will go to arts and crafts, all the activities that we have at camp. And the life skills is more of it's intentional. So Phil likes to say we sneak in the life skills when the kids are not even aware. When they think they're just learning how to swim, it's a great opportunity for you to sneak in the life skills. The past camp, we had a kid who lost a few friends because of a swimming incident. And for him, it was quite difficult to even set foot in the swimming pool. But then for the first time, he got to speak to someone about the accident. So it was a matter of saying, let's put in that sneaky learning in swimming to say you are facing your fears, you are conquering some of the things you never thought you would conquer. So yes, life skills is just a matter of when do you do it and how do you do it, but it's something that we do throughout the whole day. And then we'll have lunch. Our lunch, we have themed lunches. My favorite one is when it is quiet, silent lunch. The whole camp is on a silent mode. It's like, wait, are these not the people who sing from the morning till the afternoon? Because the kids sing from moving sessions, from one session to the next, they sing. They get into the class, they listen. After they move to the next, they sing. They go to have meals, they sing. They go to bed,
Is
they
there a
sing.
specific song that they sing when they go from session to session?
Any song, storytelling, it is any song. With us, we love singing so much that we can just start singing, and you ask us, what does the song mean? We'll say, well, we also don't know.
Right.
But we have
You just start singing. It's time to line up. It's time to go
and
eat
then it's
breakfast.
a beautiful vibe. It's a beautiful vibe. You see, you should come. Courtney, you are hired.
Don't let me. I was looking today and doing my research, and I went, man, what an incredible experience. I'm sorry.
We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you.
Oh, just watch. I'm going to be checking some flights when we're done here today. But I'm a big fan of like a great video, and there was an amazing video on your website about a girl named Busi, and she said, and I was crying as I was watching it, but when she was talking about her experience at camp, and she was an orphan, she had didn't have parents. She find out in the video that she herself is HIV positive, but when she talks about the Vocellis, she said, they don't choose who to love. They love us all. And they love us all like brothers and sisters. And so, of course, like it got me right here. And, you know, first these kids and kids anywhere, right? Regardless of whether they're in Africa or in the United States, you know, kids that don't have that at home to be able to experience that at camp is just incredible. And another thing I read is that in the words that you use and what you're teaching these kids is claiming her power. This girl was inspired to claiming her power, and that is so powerful that you guys are able to give these kids that confidence to claim their power back at home and at school and in their daily lives. Is just like you cannot put like you can't put a price on that. Like it's incredible. So let's just little pause here, and it's a time when I like to play this game called Bring That Thing. Bring that thing. All right, so you guys had some homework, and you were asked to bring a thing from camp, something that, you know, is meaningful to you, has a story to tell. But, you know, before even that, like KB, you're wearing this funny hat. What, can you please tell me about the thing on your hat? And is this like something that you wear every day, like your camp hat? Wait, you're muted. You're muted.
It is definitely one of the camp hats. Reason being, as I said, try to put a smile on somebody's face. It's something that most of these kids don't have. And having adults, not only adults who are male, who treats them like people, not like objects, not adults who in the community will sexualize a 14-year-old or a 16-year-old, but who will treat you like a child and say, oh, Neo will go into their cabin and check, is your room cleaned? But then I'm able to take off this hat and say, let's talk. What is the problem? What solutions can we try to come up with? But as soon as I put on this hat, they look at me like, who wears a hat like that? It already puts a smile on their face and say, we are in a fun environment where adults are ready to listen to us, but also adults are ready to say, look, KB, if you want to be on the straight and narrow, you really need to drop 1, 2, and 3 of the things that you are doing. So this is just one of the many. I think last year I won an award at camp, most colorful Vocelli, because I wear the weirdest. I will be walking around camp and I'll be like the shyest person. And did you see KB somewhere? You'll be like, yeah, I saw somebody with a trouser with many colors going this way. So I love not the attention, but I love how it makes me stand out to say, I am here, but I'm also here to play with you. And I'm also here to be your teacher.
Because camp is that place where you feel most comfortable to be yourself, right? You can wear those colorful, crazy things. You can't wear that hat to the grocery store, but you can wear it and be yourself. And I think it's very metaphorical too for all of us working at camp. Like, how many different hats do you wear when you work at camp, right? We all wear a million different hats. So let's go back now, bring that thing. So did somebody else bring that thing? Let's let somebody else have, who is gonna play Bring That Thing? Who's got it?
I'll go.
Neo. All right, so do you have it? Don't show me.
You can take
So
a
tell
guess.
me-
I mean, it's
Well, I want
nice
tell me.
and small.
Okay, it's small. Tell me a little
Um,
story, a little something about like.
Well, people get it when they do good things or when they're good to others.
Is it a ribbon? An award?
You're almost there. Almost.
A medal?
A medal.
There's a medal.
Oh.
Never guess it. Oh,
That was a great one. Nice, Courtney.
Awesome.
I hope it appears.
Yes,
There's
I see
a
it.
nice badge over there. But yeah, so we give out these medals to our volunteers, Vocellis, and campers, people who do amazing things throughout camp. And we do it every evening. So we'll recognize someone who does something good maybe they picked up the papers around the campsite. Maybe, this person helped someone or held their hand, and will recognize that person and say, look, you did an amazing thing. And because camp is a place for amazing people who do good things to others, we recognize you. And usually we use it also as an opportunity to encourage them to continue to do good, and like, you help this person, continue doing this. And then we give them this amazing one. I got this one. I know Bertilli KB spoke about awards last year, so I don't want to start with those because I think I won the best award of the day, but I got this one last year on our awards day.
Amazing. Now, did you guys go as kids to Camp Sizanani? Did you have experience at camp?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. However, I went to a few camps when I was at school. I went to one leadership camp. I also went to one that was a study camp-ish. It wasn't as amazing as Camp Sizanani because those camps Camp Sizanani is a life skills camp. But as we said earlier on, our life skills is not life skills, just pure life skills. It's fun. We do life skills. We'll talk about HIV and we'll play a game, talking about HIV, and the kids will find it hilarious. They'll find it fun. So those camps were way much different than what Camp Sizanani is. And I think maybe as Mpumi said earlier on, I think that's what's keeping me around for such a long time as well. So, but yeah.
Incredible. All right, guys. One of my games that I love to play is called the 7-second challenge. And usually what I do is I give you a challenge and 7 seconds to complete it. But before I do that, one of the things, I'm like all over the place today, is we talk about like camp speak, things that you would say at camp that only someone at camp would know, right? Like this kind of language. And I think that you guys, well, one of the things I always ask during the 7-second challenge is to create a new word, right? To create a new word for camp, you have 7 seconds, but you guys don't have to create new words because you guys have a vocabulary of words that are completely foreign and new to me and to some listeners at camp. So teach us some Camp Sizanani lingo or something different words in a different language that we can learn. So, all right, so here it is. It's and I'll give each of you a turn. So KB, you're gonna start first. I'm gonna give you 7 seconds to teach us a Camp Sizanani word. Go.
Okay, Neo did Courtney's muchacho. Muchacho means Neo did Courtney's homework, cabin work.
Kevin.
Whoa, okay, so what did I not say it again?
Muchacho.
Okay.
So it means
And what does that mean?
Cabin work.
Cabin
so it's like
work.
home. Yeah, so you give work at the end of the day to say, bring it tomorrow. So go do it in your cabin with your counselors, and tomorrow I'll ask you questions based on that.
Ooh, I like that. All right, great. All right, Neo, your turn. Ready? Give me a word that only someone at Camp Sizanani would understand.
See your sheets are fired up. And what that means, I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling great.
Oh, okay. Wait. So say that again, because I always feel like I feel amazing, and I need something even better than amazing to express myself.
Just say, "Gia sheets are fired up."
Gila sheets are fired up.
Fired up. That's
Fired
the
up.
one.
Whoosh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see it. You read it. See, sheets are fired up. Woo! All right. Mupumi, what was yours again? What is it? What is it?
Oh, there's so many. When I don't want to explain it, but the guys need to help me up because it's the one that we say at the end when somebody has done something really amazing. So we say, guys, let's come on. 5, 4.
Ooze.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Oh my God, this is So awesome. And then I know if someone's doing a good job, remind me, you say like ching ching,
Ching
or
ching.
what do you
Ching ching
ching
Bocelli.
ching, and that's like an applause, or if they're doing how would you use it correctly for me?
Ching ching is like we agree. It's like
Okay.
ching ching. Do you agree with me? Yes, you agree
Okay,
with
ching ching.
what the
All right,
Bocelli
on the
said.
same page. Ching ching, ching
Yes,
ching.
ching ching.
All
Yeah.
right.
Ching ching.
Ching.
Ching ching.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm like, I'm gonna integrate. If, with your permission, may I please use these Camp Sizanani phrases with my own campers this summer at my camp?
Go ahead.
Oh, I want to bring the spirit alive. So I am not going to let you guys leave. One of the things that stands out when I think back to my experience of working with staff that came from Camp Sizanani is they had the best songs, and they were never afraid to jump out and to teach the staff, the campers, a song. So no pressure. Who's gonna teach me a song?
Makemba dumela,
Dumela.
Sawubona dumela.
Oh,
Makemba dumela dumela.
Sawubona.
Hiyo. Dumela.
O tla re sheba
Makemba dumela.
dumela. Sawubona dumela. It's one of our songs.
Oh, thank you so much. Now, guys, I know Camp Sizanani is a nonprofit, and it's part of Global Camps Africa. So take a minute and tell us, like, how can we find out more about you? What are some needs? What do you guys need? What are you needing to make this the best experience for those kids? If you could ask, what do you guys need?
Okay, so it has been a difficult time as we've coming out of COVID, I guess worldwide. And so for us, we have struggled to take more kids to camp as we would love to. So basically it's just being able to provide the experience we've just shared with you to as many kids as we can provide to. So that's the main one, the residential camp that we would like to have in September, where we can have a full camp. A full camp experience is much more bigger, much more impactful, and you know we get to really reach the kids the numbers that we would like to reach. That for me is one of the main things, because we are very tight on that. We've also started a virtual club now where we're providing life skills education to the kids online due to COVID. And online means having access to devices and Wi-Fi and things like that. And in South Africa, Wi-Fi is quite expensive. So we continue to negotiate Wi-Fi packages with telecommunications companies to provide this to us. So if we can be able to give Wi-Fi access to the kids that we're supporting, for them to get the content that we generate for them for free, it becomes much more efficient for them to access the content. So that would be that. We have so many needs. I'm trying to just prioritize like the most ones that will also create the most impact for the kids that we support. We do get teddy bears from the States. So I had brought this as one of the games because I just didn't get the chance to show what I had in mind with me.
Oh, well, then please take them. Tell me about what you brought. Please bring that thing. Show me. What is it?
So this is one of the teddy bears that get donated to us. They get made by our friends in the US, and we give these to the kids as part of the life skills education on teenage pregnancy. And the kids get to look after the teddy bear. They get to, have a look and feel of what it's like to have a child although this one doesn't cry, but like a child that you have to take with from activity to activity. And it just also a reminder for them that this is it's a huge responsibility to be having a child. And we talk about, you know, also comfort when you don't have someone to hug. You have your own teddy bear now to hug at home, and you can have that. I'm trying to move away from my daughter on the
It's
background.
No, it's perfect. She's perfect.
Found a way. I locked her up, so she's found a way to show her face. She is that naughty. She's gonna just keep on finding a way to disturb us as we continue. So yeah, so for me, this goes a long way in just teaching kids about all the life skills education that Neo spoke to, that KB talked to. And so if we can reach as many kids to cap the teenage pregnancy that we have in our school system, you know, the abuses that we get to learn about on a daily basis in our schools. Yeah, just as one of the top 2 things that I could talk about. I don't know, KB, Neo, anything you would like to add?
Yeah, and I think one of the things that we've been trying to say that yes, Camp Sizanani is a life skills organization, and we are trying to give amazing content and correct content to the kids. But all the other small things that make camp fun as well really do go a long way in making sure that the camp experience is amazing for the children. And so I know usually it's difficult if we have, you know, sponsors in the States to get some of our arts supplies this side. But honestly, you know, anything we could get T-shirts for kids so we can do those beautiful camp tie-dye paints, you know, those are some of the things that can be quite expensive in South Africa and are also very fun for kids to have, you know, swimming gear, protective gear for the kids. You know, theater, when we do theater, some of the kids will need, or yoga mats. So those are some of the things that go into the list. And usually I know it becomes tricky because some of our funders come from the States, but we always find a way to make sure that if we have a project and there's someone who would love to give out, you know, tie-dyes for 140 kids or for 300 for 2 camps, we do our best to make sure that we get those things. And another one is, Vuchelimpumi has probably, or it was part of the conversation or part of the statement that she mentioned when she spoke about COVID and in hard times for us to be able to run. But these guys that you see here play a very important role in making sure that Camp Sizanani does its role. And not only us, but the volunteers as well. And so training and development, you know, for these people, for us and for our volunteers, whether it's someone saying, I'll sponsor someone's course for 2 days or for them to go get a short course, it always goes a long way in making sure that these people who are making this camp possible for the kids are also well taken care of, and they are also being developed in their academic or professional lives. And so getting people to support academically or otherwise, and making sure that these people have funds to be paid for the camp really goes a long way.
Yep. I will also just touch base on the volunteers. As we were talking, I'm like, Neo is definitely going there. I like that chain of thought. So the volunteers, they are just volunteers, you know, when you say volunteers, but the amount of work I've spoken about, the Busi video and how other kids, it's worth more, you know, and I would help be an appreciation camp. It can be an appreciation day where we just all go all suit up with the counselors just to appreciate their work and the things that they contribute to the organization. That will also be something that is so nice for me, because most of them are going through exactly what these kids are going through. And yet they have to be the ones who try to be strong because they've already maybe gone through a step further age-wise, but they come from exactly the same background, the same neighborhood. probably they are orphans themselves or they are going through HIV and AIDS. So an appreciation for the Vochelis. If somebody out there is listening to this podcast and says, look, what can I do for your staff? What can I do for your counselors? What can I do for your volunteers? And of course, American camps are one of the ways where we link them up with, but also it's not like everyone will go at a certain time. So that is also something nice that we show gratitude towards ours.
Because camp is just as transformative for the staff as it is for the campers. I mean, I've seen it. It's life-changing. So I think I like that, KB, that it is just as important to show your appreciation, because it's just as life-changing, 100%. So I cannot thank you enough for stopping by my camp, hanging out with me in the HC. KB, there'll be some more of that this summer. If you know,
Yep.
you know. I can't wait. And again, guys, if you're listening, if you want to find out more about Camp Sizanani, you can look them up online, Camp Sizanani, Sizanani, or also the larger umbrella of the nonprofit Global Camps Africa. There's a lot of great stuff going on out there. Camp has positive effects on kids all over the world. So let's continue to keep the spirit alive. So guys, thank you so much for coming by today. You love camp. You can hear more about my camp on YouTube or where you listen to your podcasts, or you can check us out online at happycamperlive.com. Guys, have an amazing summer. Ching ching. Ching ching.
Ching ching, Vocheli.
Yeah.
Ching ching.
All right, guys. Peace.
Thank
All right,
you.
I'll save a s'more for you. Bye.